Today's video today we're playing with slime. So I just let it set, and I don't know if it's gonna be sticky when I play with it.
Instead of growing brighter, the light grew dim and less distinct.
Yeah, it's going down.
And passed away altogether.
So like when
it will become known as the mystery ship.
I don't know. So alright.
Titanic is left all alone.
So let's make a bubble.
So
what you do is you like
simply doesn't have enough lifeboats for all her passengers and crew. The truth is more complicated.
And then let it drip down off your finger. Then you get it
become watertight and become lifeboats
even
themselves. And the Board of Trade actually rewarded you with having to carry less lifeboats if your ship was properly subdivided.
I think it's less sticky now.
They believe
people say
the best way to save life at sea
comment down below if you heard
ships from sinking in the first place.
If your hands are hot,
ships with lots of lifeboats,
then it'll make it stick to you. It'll make it melt where it'll stick. It's so good.
The world's biggest pop star, Michael Jackson, had blown through hundreds of millions of dollars. Broke, he was banking on a huge comeback tour to claw his way out of debt.
Alright.
Cracking under the pressure, Michael was secretly taking powerful drugs to help him sleep.
Let me know out when I gotta record, okay?
Alright.
Less than 2 weeks
no, what they
before his
did to
first
him is
show,
that the doctor overdosed him.
Yeah, man, yeah, he did, yeah.
So, on June 25th, 2009,
Yeah, I have to rewatch this video when I get
hospital after
2009
that he was unresponsive at his home in Beverly Hills. And on that
June
day,
24th.
Oh my God, really? You knew that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the ER.
White.
When I heard
He
Michael
was black.
had passed away,
I don't know why,
I thought it
but
was a joke. I didn't think it was real.
that's why
I
he
thought
made that
this
black
was
or
his way
white
to get
song.
out of this tour.
Don't matter.
And then when I realized that it was real, it was just the worst.
What did you like better, Michael Jackson alone or Jackson 5?
I didn't really.
I'll never forget the day Michael passed away.
I don't care, Haley.
And I said,
Is that Michael
I said,
Jackson?
what does he mean he's gone? She says, Michael's dead.
Somebody's
He's dead.
playing him.
And I was shocked. I was just like, the world didn't know yet. The world didn't find out till like 2 o'clock, but we knew at like 11:30. And that day was just, it was just chaos. It was chaos. I mean,
Like, when he was dead, when he had like...
It was a huge shock to hear that Michael Jackson had died. The reaction around the world was stunned and heartbroken.
I was heartbroken. I was only 1 year old when he died.
Sad news. Jeffrey Phillips headed to Michael's
No, I was
home.
2, yeah.
I went to the house the day he passed.
I know, but I still said that he died.
Inside the house, any drugs or anything? I said, Michael's not on drugs. The family did know that there was medical
I don't know what
issues
I'm
with
talking
Michael.
about. It's Michael
They did
Jackson.
know that he was taking prescription medicine. They knew nothing about the propofol.
He was 50
Everybody
years
was
old
shocked
when he
by
died.
that. Nobody knew what propofol
Now he's
was
about
until
like
Michael passed away.
68.
And you know what? I'm the one that found the bottles in his bedroom when he passed. I went to the house the day he passed. And I found this doctor's bag with all these bottles of milk in there. Looks like milk. It's all white.
Milk, man.
So I called Ed Winters, who's a coroner. He came over.
God, now it's
And I showed them what cabinet was in. They opened the cabinet, pulled out the doctor's bag, and they put out all these bottles.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the ice pack out.
The autopsy report confirmed that propofol was to
The ice
blame
pack
for
will make
Michael's
my hands
death.
freeze.
The doctor left the room after giving an infusion and was not monitoring Michael. The doctor had done this for 59 other nights, but on that 60th
Even
night,
my phone has to be.
he wasn't watching and Michael died.
The fact that Dr. Murray was giving this to Michael Jackson outraged people because he is a medical professional. He should not have been giving a drug like this to a man who had so many medical issues.
And so many
As
fans.
accountants and lawyers poured over Michael's estate, there was another shock in store.
But what's even potentially more crazy is when we find out that at the time of his death, Michael is $500 million in debt. People are, I mean, they don't understand this. How could someone who made so much money and lived so large be so, I mean, not just like a few $1 million in debt, but $500 million in debt?
He
People
created
say when
a
your
life
hands are hot
spending
and
money on
metal
the biggest and best things
but
possible,
they're cold, they
that
won't
there's no
stick.
surprise that he was in debt when he passed away.
How to get the ice pack out.
Michael died in huge debt, but his passing triggered a small miracle.
After he was pronounced dead, something immediately happened with Michael Jackson's image.
So in a morbid way, dying can be very lucrative for a celebrity. I mean, right after his death, Michael's CDs and songs take over all the charts.
You couldn't go anywhere without hearing the Michael Jackson song.
He ends up selling 50 million records. So it's
After he died, because
unfathomable
they
that
want to keep his songs
it is so
in their heart.
wildly successful that he's not here to see it.
Which I don't got an album
And
because of
hard
y'all.
drives that Michael left behind that had his music we never heard before has
Alright,
been
so my hands
finished
Yeah,
and
my mouth.
released.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic.
Why am I
Michael
more out one?
actually makes way more money in death than he did when he was alive.
It wasn't just the back catalog that was pulling in the money.
I don't see
His
what
estate sells the ATV
Alright, so
catalog.
my hands should be
Michael's
closed.
estate, they were able to make a lot of money
I'm gonna
after
put
he
this
passed
over.
away because they no longer had Michael to deal with. A lot of times
Okay,
he
let's
wouldn't
play.
listen to them.
No, let's play with it. So we're gonna do
When he was overspending,
Like
him not here, they don't have to worry about that anymore.
The
That's
financial
just messed
turnaround
up.
was remarkable.
Michael Jackson's net worth
So I don't know if it's
years
gonna work,
after
but I might have to
his
keep it on for a long time.
is
But
estimated
this ice
somewhere
pack
around
is very
$1.5 billion.
cold.
I think
So
that
I'm not
if
gonna-
you're that
'cause,
famous
like-
and that successful, this is a cautionary tale in that you need to have good people around you. You need to have people that you trust. You need to have people that have your back all the time.
Alright.
That aren't just in it for money.
So,
That
like,
don't
see,
just
like,
tell you
it
yes
won't just
because
that.
they know they can get.
I
a car
was
out
gonna
of
put
it.
some more
The day
lotion in
Michael
it, but the
Jackson
lotion will make
died,
it
I think
sticky.
that's when it sunk in
And I
how
don't like
special
sticky
he
stuff.
was. And Michael
And plus it's
Jackson's
supposed to be fun.
creativity and legacy is with us forever.
I think
Look,
Michael
look,
is
I'm
looking
saying.
down on his estate and
I have a
smiling
YouTube
to
channel.
see that so much money is
And
coming in, to see that his kids are taken
I
care
bought a slime
of,
for
his
like
mom
$1
is
for
taken
money.
care of.
I had
They
ice
never
cream.
have to worry about a thing.
So-
and Michael would be very happy about that.
So,
Grammy award-winning artist Toni
Why say
Braxton
that?
was one of the most successful singers of her time.
She had multiple hits. Breathe Again, another sad love
Yeah, why
song.
would
She
it-
was a superstar.
let's keep
With
singing.
superstar spending habits.
I'm surprised that Dolly, what's her name, had still alive.
Expensive condos. Tony
Yeah,
thought she was a millionaire and going to be making only more millions.
In fact, she had shockingly little to show for her success.
She's selling millions of albums, but has no idea where the money's going.
She was thinking she's going to be receiving a lot, but that's not what the contract
Yo,
said.
this is like so
On the heels of stardom came a humiliating public bankruptcy.
You see
So I'm
headlines
just
like
gonna do
the
this
star
to the
is broke.
side.
I watched this in a long time.
What is it?
Leaves
Nah.
Stacy's family desperate for answers.
How could this happen?
A clue
Well, I'm gonna put
leads to
this
a
up close to y'all.
surprising killer.
Because when you do this, you
And
can
the
hear it goes.
investigators are left wondering, did Richard have something to hide?
Every time I play slime, I think I get it in my hair because I'm getting too close to it. But come on.
Or was Stacy the one with secrets?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a business trip.
Now let me make sure nobody follows me. I'm gonna put my phone like that. I'm taking 2 videos, so I'm just playing. My phone don't do videos. I can get 10,000.
Lula, Georgia, February 14th, 2010. In the summertime, this sleepy little town an hour northeast of Atlanta attracts city residents looking for a slow-paced getaway.
It borders Lake Lanier. There is a large tourist population that
So I can't keep that on my hands for
the
a long time
area
because it starts
really
sticking.
during the summer months.
So I'm gonna get as close as I can do
Day,
this.
tiny Lula was about to get a taste of big city crime.
It's like,
At around 9:30 that evening, 38-year-old Stacy Sheff
I wish
made
I
an
could get more
urgent
sound
call to
effects, but I
911.
cannot.
She's ranting and raving.
Y'all
She's
should go
screaming.
live.
She's so distraught.
She called
Why
911.
I'm
She's
doing-
like, okay, something terrible's happened to my husband.
Not
So this
just
will just take me a second.
unthinkable for a tiny town like Lula. Because
Okay,
according to
maybe
Stacy,
not.
she was supposed to meet up with
Hold
her
on, guys.
husband, 46-year-old Richard Sheff, at a remote park overlooking the Chattahoochee River.
Stacy thought this would be a great place to set up a meeting on Valentine's Day.
to have a little tryst together.
This isn't the part where you take your kids to a playground or where there are lots of activities going on. It was pretty secluded.
The perfect place to put a little spice into their marriage.
It's absolutely a great place to have a illicit liaison.
But when Stacy pulled into the park at the appointed
There,
time,
finally.
Stacy
Now let me just ask
discovers
people to join.
Richard laying on the ground, truck still running, door standing open.
terrified, Stacy immediately dialed 911.
She's screaming and yelling. She doesn't know what to do.
The love of her life had been killed.
As it turned out, their remote lover's lane wasn't just a great place for a romantic rendezvous.
My slime just
It
got
was an even better place to murder someone.
ice thing, and I was like, let me take that off. And then I was like,
Born in 1971, Stacey Morgan wasn't originally from Georgia.
And it was
Stacey
like,
grew up in Florida.
say,
It was a
it's gonna
tough
make the slime
childhood,
cold.
too.
Her dad died at an
Stick,
early
but it
age.
ain't.
And while her mother eventually married, the loss left a deep
Yo, I'm gonna
void
make this
in
video
Stacey's
about
life.
slime all day.
She's been looking for this spot.
Yo, let's see if I can get
She's been looking
to
for
about
another
an
man.
hour.
At 17,
And plus, I
Stacey
understand
eloped with her high school sweetheart.
Everything was good in the beginning, very fresh and fun.
But the teenage fling quickly turned stale, and in less than 2 years, Stacey filed for divorce. But she wouldn't be alone for long. In 1991, not long after she turned 20, Stacey married husband number 2 and got pregnant.
They moved to Florida as a family and had their child down in Florida.
However, within a year of her son's birth, Stacey had divorced a second time.
The things that happen are the normal day-to-day stress, trying to take care of a child, you know, trying to buy your first home and those type of things.
I'm trying to
Only
look at
22,
both at the same
Stacey didn't
time.
let the failure of her
To
second
make sure
marriage
nobody
hold
has
her back.
joined on this,
After
to make
the
sure.
divorce, she enrolled in college.
She put herself through school.
She got a degree in psychology, then nursing.
Wow! Did I make
And
you
after
sleepy?
graduating, she quickly put her nursing degree to work.
She did
I'm just gonna go.
pediatrics and just different levels of the nursing field.
Stacy
Who
continued
is
to
that?
date too, and in 1997, she was even married again for all of 6 weeks.
What? I want to type. I'm nobody.
However, in 1998, one of Stacy's brief relationships did lead to the birth.
Damn it.
Stacy took a new higher-paying job at an Atlanta spinal clinic.
Look, Daddy.
Stacy made 6 figures. She was the office manager, administrative assistant, and the
I don't know.
Basically, doctor's right hand.
She actually assisted in
Doing this live.
And by the year
Yeah.
2000,
where'd it go?
29-year-old Stacy had built herself a life that others envied.
A lot of people in that office respected and looked up to Stacy.
Just ignore it.
Well, financially, she had properties of her own. She was able to rent out.
She was really quite independent.
She had a very good life, and she did it on her own.
However, for all Stacy's money and independence, her good life was still missing something. A man.
There was a void still on the inside.
Yo.
And in 2001, Stacy married a 4th time.
She believed that if I can just get a man to love me, then I will be whole.
The marriage produced one more son.
She's a great mother. She made sure that her boys
Yo,
were
somebody
happy and
really
taken
happy
care
me.
of.
Stacy and her new husband lived in a beautiful home a half hour outside Atlanta, in the family-friendly suburb of Snellville.
They had a swimming pool. The boys, all 3 had their own bedrooms.
But despite her beautiful family, suburban home, and 6-figure income, for some reason, Stacy soon felt restless. And in 2004, Stacy and her 4th husband separated.
there was something missing. Even though she's successful on the outside, she's
Yo, Papa just scared the heck
So
out
why
of
couldn't
me.
Stacy make a relationship
It was
last?
Papa, I
Was it
think.
something deep-seated in
No,
her
it wasn't.
personality?
No, it wasn't. Never
Or was
mind.
it her taste in
I
men?
found it was
Whatever
Papa
the
because it
reason,
said
she
George
never
Schofield
gave
in
up
it. It
on
was
love.
because the phone was Papa.
She wanted
It
to
was Papa's
find
first.
somebody.
And not
And it's
long
in
after
his
separating her
username.
husband number 4, it appeared Stacy
Do it
had
again,
found
person.
love yet again
I need to
when she
redo it.
met an Atlanta graphic designer named Richard Sheck. 8 years older than Stacy, Richard was a romantic at heart.
People described him as a lover of life.
Always very upbeat.
Who is it
Always
then?
appeared happy.
In fact, he often had his head in the clouds.
He was a balloonist. He loved to hot air balloon.
And when he met Stacy in 2005, he fell hopelessly in love.
Richard was a patient at the medical office where Stacy worked. That's how they met.
When he saw her, he immediately said, "This is the woman that I'm going to be with."
Who just
And
say your
Stacy,
dang
suddenly
name?
single after her separation, appreciated the attention.
Stacy was most certainly enamored by the fact that Richard was looking at her.
They started dating, and once Stacy's divorce was final, Richard moved in.
They were very much in love.
They had a lot of fun together. They had jet skis. They would ride motorcycles. They would plan adventures.
Y'all need to tell me
Adventures for Richard,
y'all
Stacy,
freaking me
and her
out.
3 boys, ranging in age from 13 to 2 years old.
He was taking on the total package. It wasn't just Stacy.
Richard was determined to make it stick.
He was very quick to announce that he was going to marry her and that his marriage was for life.
Richard really most certainly was enamored with her and committed to having a life with her.
The official commitment came in 2007.
They didn't have a wedding. They ended up running off and getting married. Came back and told everyone.
This better be good.
This is going to put you on the front page of the world these days.
It's bad, eh?
Tell me again who fed you the information.
What the other one is coming out?
I need to know what happened.
The U.S. bankruptcy courts have established trusts to compensate those diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma. $30 billion has been set aside for those suffering from asbestos-related diseases. Thousands of people have already received compensation. To learn more, contact us now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-950-NISA. For nearly 2 decades, we've been fighting for people with lung cancer and mesothelioma. Call us at 1-800-950-NISA. Lung cancer and mesothelioma.
But they get off. I don't know what day. I don't know how.
You might take something for your heart, your joints, or your digestion. So why wouldn't you take something for the most important part of you, your brain? With an ingredient originally found in jellyfish, Prevagen is now the #1 selling brain health supplement.